guys, Jenna here. Maybe you've never thought you wanted to live in a van, but I think after this week's video, you might just change your mind. Today I'm going to share the story of Wes and Savannah and their awesome van, which is totally decked out with a bunch of green energy and off-grid systems. Without further ado, let's take a tour.
Make this house our tiny home.
Hi, welcome to our land yacht.
This is where we live. Savannah grew up on a sailboat, so I noticed early in our relationship that she likes daily travel and lots of things to be changing. So 3 years ago, we moved into our first van, and we had 2 years left in school at that time. Learned a ton of stuff and saved money on rent, which was really a life changer for both of us. And then that allowed us to sell that van when we graduated, which gave us the capital to make a down payment on our new four-wheel drive Sprinter van. My college background is renewable energy engineering. The van life has given us this outlet to basically pursue our own company. And so since we've started Tiny Watt Solar, which is our mobile consulting firm where we travel around doing solar projects on vans and tiny homes and school buses, food trucks, you name it. The proudest math we've ever done. I'm 5'5", I tower a whole 2 inches over Savannah, but we can both stand and yeah, did our math right on the construction, which feels good.
We use this as storage. And this is pretty amazing because it goes all the way back to the wall. So we can actually fit a couple surfboards in here, all of our solar installation tools, and our inboard electric skateboard and hiking sticks, chairs, you name it. We can fit a lot in here, which is so nice. But the whole point of living this lifestyle is not to collect stuff. So far we're doing good. This is how our bed works. So here's our drawer. We pull it all the way out. So it comes out to about here. So it's a 74 by 54 mattress. We also have storage in here as well for like weather jackets or random, you know, stuff that we want to hide away. This is the thicker side, obviously. There's two pieces here. This is more like the firm side because there's only one piece of mattress. I think it's only 5 inches.
But it's really nice when you're outside. You can sleep right here under the stars.
Sheets and our pillows.
I will say, a lot of people ask if we get tired of making our bed every single day, and it is our only chore. And it's easy because when the bed's out like this, we literally just reach up here, grab the blanket, pull it down. So we don't have to fold anything, it just stuffs back in, and yeah, it's pretty easy. We always thought this would be the guest bedroom. We could pull this out and like chuck it in the hallway. Hasn't happened yet.
No. And
then there's an inch of memory foam on the top, so it's actually a really comfortable bed and we've been pretty happy with it. The other cool thing that can happen from time to time, we'll get into it, but we have a solar roof deck. And when we were down in Big Bend National Park, it was like 105 degrees. And we just took this whole thing, set it up on the roof. This is just a little slide track, so we just undo that. It's actually a curtain sideways because curtains are 80 inches long, which you don't need in a van. So this whole thing folds around like that. That's how we enter stealth mode. And that's why it's really easy to sleep in, because it gets dark in here. My fiance, Savannah, that you've met, is from Hawaii, so keeping her warm has been a top priority of mine. We have radiant heated floors, and here is all the mechanicals and the hot air. Essentially, we have warm floors, dead of winter, we have hot water off that same loop. There's a heat exchanger for the hot water, and then we have hot air. And all three of those things, dead of the winter, uses less than 100 watts of electricity. We were in the Sierras, we were covered in snow, and the van was 85 degrees in here, and we were like, you know, barefoot, walking on the floor, cooking breakfast. Everything is radiating the heat, so you can open windows and have a fresh breeze, but the van is warm. So this is our closet where all of our clothes are. Imagine that. It's actually kind of an afterthought, so we want to build permanent shelves in here and make this more legit. The van is 4-wheel drive, but the house isn't always. So we kind of ripped this off-roading a little bit in Telluride. But yeah, this is all of my clothes and Savannah's clothes, and luckily she's pretty minimal and it all fits in there. So that's why we're getting married. We have a massive inverter. Obviously tiny watts solar. We're in the business of off-grid power. So this is basically a system you'd find in an off-grid cabin or something, except we have it in our van. So it's a 3200 watt inverter with a 80 amp charge controller, and also we have 1000 watts of solar on the roof.
So this is our kitchen, all stainless steel countertops, which we absolutely love. In our old van we had butcher block and it was way too heavy, so the stainless is super light, durable, and it also reflects the light, so it actually makes it feel more warm in here. In a van or a tiny house with these smaller sinks, you have to have these. It seriously makes a difference to clean your sink and make sure everything goes down the drain. Highly recommend for that. We had this problem about wanting to do tile in our van, but it's too heavy, you know, it all adds up really quick. So we decided super last minute that we wanted to do some sort of wallpaper in our van. So this is actually wallpaper. We have 30 gallons of water under here. So that's our fresh water tank. Over here, we have our induction cooktop. So that takes about 1800 watts. And this is amazing because we don't have to worry about heat, off gas, flame, nothing like that. So we don't get hot in here when we're cooking. It's really nice. Back here, we also have an electric kettle. That takes about 1200 watts. This is all storage up here. Cleaning stuff, bathroom stuff, Instant Pot. Best thing for the van life. I highly recommend, or tiny life. It's just so easy to cook fast. Toaster oven, so usually it goes in here, but we don't like to drive it here. So we make pizza and chicken and cinnamon rolls every Sunday. So that's Wes's go-to.
I better get a cinnamon roll tomorrow.
I know.
Now that she just promised.
We do have cinnamon rolls. So this is our dual zone winter 12 volt fridge. You can have both freezers or both fridge or fridge freezer. We have them both as fridges right now just so we can have our cold drinks and our food. We have a fantastic fan in our van. It's the cheaper one. I think next time we're gonna get the Max Air fan, but we've always gone with these because they're cheap and they always work. There's no issues that we've ever had with them. But these are great. We don't have AC in our van, so we tend to just open our windows and have the air pull in, so we get this breeze that blows right through the van. So there's 3 numbers on it, so you can have 3 different time settings.
So this is the back of the van. All of this looks more hectic than it really is. We have an outside shower, which is good for after surfing and that kind of thing. But when we do take an inside shower, the water recirculates. So it goes through a filter, it gets pumped back up, it gets heated back up, and then this is actually a UV lamp that kills any bacteria in the water, and then it comes back out the shower head. So it's cleaner than a bath, and you can shower indefinitely and use 2 gallons of water. When you're done showering, you push flush and the whole system back flushes, cleans all the filters, and goes into the gray water tank. So it's a complete game changer when you have 30 gallons of water. This is our shower. This opens up. This is where we hide the laundry bag. This is just vinyl flooring. So it looks like it's rock tile, but it's actually just vinyl flooring from Home Depot. Cassette toilet is in here too, just for Savannah to kind of pee in the middle of the night. So we pull that out when it's time to shower, and actually this curtain rod comes forward and it hangs all the way out here in the front of this cabinet. Get your little floor mat. You know, gotta set that up.
This is our solar roof deck. It's 1000 watts of solar. So this panel is 500. This other one right up here that I'm sitting on is also 500. So this is where we like to do yoga, hang out. I'll drink my beer, watch the sunrise or sunset.
Solar roof deck also doubles as our garage. So this whole thing lifts up. We're not tied to rent, we're not tied to leases, and we have, you know, the ability to take our house wherever we want to go.
everyone thinks we're on vacation all the time. And we're like, no, this is just our lifestyle.
We're going from project to project. Yeah, we're working.
We're working along the way. Our dream is to get a sailboat next, and then have a tiny house on a piece of property.
3 vessels.
3 vessels.
Van, sailboat,
Yeah,
tiny home
house.
on land. So
Yeah.
we're working our way up.
So we can keep moving.